And one senator thinks struggling Americans, well, they should just go electric.
On the issue of gas prices, after waiting for a long time to have enough chips in this country to finally get my electric vehicle, I got it and drove it from Michigan to here this last weekend and went by every single gas station and didn't matter how high it was.
Oh, wonder where she charged it. And the White House is running out of ideas on what to do.
Unfortunately, that is the brutal reality. The president is asking for Congress and others for potential ideas. But as you say, the reality is that there isn't very much more to be done.
That is amazing.
Hard hitting. Jesse, so the gas prices don't matter to Stabenow, right? So crime shouldn't matter because she's probably in a safe, secure place. And maybe baby formula doesn't matter because, she doesn't have any babies. The border crisis doesn't matter because she enjoys the cheap labor and doesn't live in Texas. So basically anything that doesn't affect her as a human being, as a politician, doesn't matter. How snide and disgusting is she as a human being from a scale of 1, 0 to 10? Ted Bundy.
I said I wasn't going to make any comments about people's personal appearance anymore.
Don't.
Should I not?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
It'll only spoil your perceptive point that follows.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Go to someone else. I think we're at the point where people don't care about why gas prices are high. We just know what you're going to do about it. But they don't have an answer of what they're going to do about it. So we're stuck in just a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Right now, the price of an EV, you could get like a low entry-level model in like the mid-30s, and the range is decent. You get 200-something miles on it. The problem is there are not enough stations to charge it in this country. You cannot drive from Dallas to Denver. You cannot drive from Dallas to Denver in an electric car. Your car will just die, and there's nowhere to charge it. So until we just start installing these things all over the country, there's no way this is going to work. And the thing is, everyone's competing about who's going to install what. Like, you can't charge an EV if you're a Tesla person, but what if you have the little Leaf, the Nissan Leaf? Those things don't charge together, so it's like an adapter that doesn't work in Europe, doesn't work in America.
Also,
wasn't that deep? I thought that was pretty deep. I should have gone with the personal attack.
No one will ever know what you were about to say. You can say it in the break. The Audubon Society, Dana, claims that the electric car is the most popular car among vultures.
Is that right?
Yes. I just made that up.
I like it. I like it.
But did she know that you need gasoline and machinery to dig up those precious metals that you put in the batteries?
Well, I cannot wait for the deep think piece in the Atlantic about how we're destroying the environment by creating electric vehicles.
Yes.
That's going to be great. It'll be about 2.5 years from now. Like after the election, they're like, oh, whoops.
Yes.
Yeah, we got a problem here.
Nuclear.
Also, when the White House is like, first of all, they're saying, dorm number 1. Well, prices are going to be high, and that's the price we're going to have to pay because we're going to transition, and it's so important that we do this for climate change. Nobody's buying that. So then door number 2, they're like, actually, Putin did it.
Yeah.
And then, nobody's buying that either. Although, okay, fine. So it's $1, but it's up $2.50. So where did that other $1.50 come from? But the third, behind door number 3, cannot be, we've gone home. Sorry.
Yeah.
You can't quit the presidency.
Yeah,
you don't get to crowdsource the presidency. You have to have some ideas.
Yeah, Tulsi, I'm reminded of when you were a congresswoman, you were elected by the people, so you didn't mock them. And we see this, though. We've seen this with a few politicians. Yeah. It's a weird thing. Don't make fun of the people who elected you, you mooch.
That's the thing, though. I don't think she was making fun of them. She's just out of touch with them. And I think this is just another example of how, look, half of Congress are millionaires, not so much representative of the people who they are representing and who are struggling. But also just with this, the thing is, she's not the only one. Like Pete Buttigieg and others, like, hey, just go and buy an electric vehicle. And they're saying this as we're facing inflation and the cost of all cars is going up, and to people who are having a hard time affording filling up their gas tank.
Right.
Period. It's wildly out of touch. It just shows how self-serving they really are.
Yeah. Last word to you, Judge.
All right. They don't care about the middle class. They don't care that you have problems buying gas. They don't care that you have problems buying food or baby formula. Look, here's the bottom line. You need oil to make tires. You need an infrastructure for the electric cars, which is not there, which we saw in the Wall Street Journal article, I think it was 2 days ago. They're already predicting rolling brownouts, and that's going to happen because our electric grid can't support the infrastructure needed for the electric cars. They're digging into the environment for the lithium, and then they're going to eviscerate the environment when these cars when they get rid of the cars, because the battery is as big as the bottom of the car. Yeah. And so then they'll destroy the environment again. This is all about, this is a scam. It's a con. Plus, no one can afford these cars.
All right, rolling brownouts. That's why I don't eat ice cream.
Oh.